So you wanted to be a cop?
That person just jaywalked. Was it me? Go, get him! Or maybe you just thought this game looked fun for the opportunity to abuse legal authority together, like we did.
Update now live for everyone.
Unlike most of your suspects are going to be.
Well, police simulator patrol officers seemed the way to live out these fantasies, so we took a look at the Steam early access game from a couple's point of view.
Now, normally we deliberately pick a movie or show to make comparisons with, one which wouldn't be obvious. This time we found our own narrative developing right from the character selection screen. He looks dodgy as hell. I'm gonna play him.
So you're already finding relatable characters.
Yeah.
Introducing Officer Ashley Chang, my polite,
Get off the car, you nutter.
smart,
What's your character's name?
professional,
I guess that's all we're doing. Since you told the only witness to f*** off.
sexy,
Oh yeah, jiggle like that again for me, Ashley. Yeah.
uncorruptible policewoman,
So I've got a wallet. Good going, Ashley.
Hey, beers are on you tonight.
with an interest in photography,
Put the gun up. Yum yum.
and the efficient execution of the law.
Hands up!
Okay, Ashley. I thought I was a psycho, but alright.
She's more than a match for the scum of Brighton Street.
I just taser these.
And Officer Frank Miller, my happy,
It's not fine. It's like your last marriage, Frank.
healthy, Charlie cut off my donut supply. It's a hard diet for a cop, Ashley. Excellent driving.
You're going in the wrong direction.
I'd say I'm going in the right direction. How about that, Ashley? You like that? Law abiding.
Like you said, not everything makes it into evidence.
Never a one on my shift, Ashley. Not drug addicted. Hey, Ashley, I found my weed in his car. Not corrupt. That's the difference between a good cop and a one, Ashley. I know how to subvert the law. Character. My personal canon for Frank goes pretty deep at this point.
Yeah, you're really invested.
Who takes charge? You, get your hands in the air!
Frank.
And take this
Right.
violation for littering. And responsibility for his actions. Hey, Connie, have you seen what Charlie did to that police car outside? That thing is f***ed.
Together, they are a formidable force.
He said hi.
Yeah, saying hi is not, like, probable cause. Best friends.
I
Yeah,
go
you
do
just
the
get out of
robbery,
here,
then.
Ashley. I don't need you. Great partners. I couldn't ask for a better partner to train, Ashley. You're doing me proud.
But above all, cops.
How can I cooperate, officer?
How can I
Show me
cooperate,
your
officer?
ID
That sounds
card,
like
please.
aggressive behavior to me.
And yes, somehow despite all that, we did get around to playing the whole game, so we'd better stop messing around
Bet you if we
Oh,
search
yeah.
this boot somehow, we'll find a dead body.
and tell you what we thought of it.
Police simulator patrol officers.
Berserk.
Yeah, no. This game really lives up to its awkward to abbreviate name. The concept being that you play a normal US patrol officer doing their daily beat, investigating and dealing with the normal crimes happening all around you. Literally. Someone just stole a wallet. Get him, Ashley. Shoot him 3 times in the leg.
And as we're reviewing it, it does support and in fact lends itself well to 2-player co-op most of the time.
I can't check cars while I'm driving. My attention is apparently on the road. So the game thinks.
First time you play, you'll both need to start your shift on your own and then you can invite each other in. From that point, you can do everything together.
Good shift, Frank. Good shift. Are you coming to the barbecue on the weekend?
We're barbecuing a suspect? Ah!
Yay!
Sharing both progress and consequences.
Taser the bitch.
And good cooperation can really enhance the game.
Oh.
It's an
I just found
accident.
an
Yeah.
accident.
Hey, do you
I'll
want to
take
do that?
that.
I'll try and find the one to go. Going into the game, you'll be presented with a nice, varied city environment with plenty of attention paid to detail. Though a few more accessible alleys and shortcuts wouldn't hurt. Shit, can't cross through the subway. What kind of a cop am I if I can't shortcut through the subway? It isn't huge, and to begin with, the majority of it is locked off to you. Oh, underglow
Oh.
lights.
Oh, we can't go in there.
But they've got to come out eventually, Ashley. But it is busy enough to feel inhabited, and as you get to see more of it, parks, stadiums, construction sites and other landmarks, I found a deer statue. It's vibrant and also non-physical. Stand out and make the city feel like more than a set of blocks arbitrarily divided. Welcome to Alcombe, Ashley. I'm an Alcombe and you're an Alcombe too.
Of course, if the city were perfectly peaceful, you'd have nothing to do.
Issue parking tickets bonus thing, we'll just ignore that, that's boring. Let's go and find someone to shoot, Ashley.
Fortunately, you'll find plenty of lawbreakers to deal with in each shift. Varied callouts, which are just complex enough to be interesting, and a whole city of random NPCs desperate to have you put them in cuffs. Things can get pretty busy eventually.
We're escorting you in personally. But after I give the stolen wallet back to your victim, and then investigate this accident. You have to resolve situations in a legal manner while paying attention to US procedure, which admittedly can take some getting used to if you're not from America.
How do I cooperate, officer?
I don't know. I'm not American. Why the f*** are you asking me? Especially as co-op turns off the tutorial, but the well-managed UI does a very good job of making a complex system simple to navigate and provides enough information for you to work out what you're doing despite differences in legal code. Call tow truck
I've got a
immediately.
car here that needs towing.
Are you calling a tow truck?
Police Simulator Patrol Officers features a reasonable amount of depth, allowing you to get very involved without it ever feeling like a micromanagement nightmare.
I would have thought for a simulator they'd make us do that somehow.
No.
Now we know goodbye to his vehicle and realistically probably Frank Miller's career as a police officer.
Frank, come on, let's go.
And providing a few interesting challenges hidden in the details.
You know, I don't think this is her.
However, deliberate or not, there is still room to occasionally, shall we say, bypass the normal legal route in order to be more efficient or just have fun.
Current location.
I made someone pull over in a bus stop and now I'm having their car towed from the bus stop. We were pleasantly surprised to find that score, and thus your progression, is based on your involvement and correct use of authority rather than the severity of the crime or punishment, allowing you to play a half-decent human being if you wish, instead of a jackbooted stormtrooper. Move along. Move along.
You can pick your shift, allowing you to play in bite-sized chunks for the busy, while the open city mode you unlock later on will allow you to play a full 8-hour real-time shift for the insane.
Do you want to do a whole day's police work in this game, mate?
Oh god.
Fortunately, you can clock off early at no cost in that mode. We also found it lends itself very well to encouraging particularly bad impressions of police officers.
This is a hard desk for a cop, Ashley.
You may have noticed that already though.
This chair, Ashley, this is a hard chair for a cop. This game did trigger Eve's motion sickness,
Yeah, I'm not feeling very good.
but fortunately the fix was simple, at least for her.
Yeah, I'm feeling okay, having zoomed right out.
Yeah, increased field of view. Are you
Yeah,
at max? Or is it 110?
Yeah, I'm at max.
So we hope that's useful to someone out there.
But I suppose it will help other people out there.
Yeah, especially that bloke who commented. Yeah, I do pay attention to comments. Yeah.
As patrol officers want you to behave like an upstanding member of law enforcement,
Please, no.
Yeah, that's right, buddy. Justice is a hard pill to swallow. Especially when I tow your car
I
and
have
sell
a
it to my
car here
mate
that
Bobby.
needs-
expect the law to be enforced upon you. Any instance of police brutality is rewarded with a game over screen, making you restart your shift.
Just make sure he doesn't go anywhere, Frank. You might want to disabilitate him so he doesn't run again.
I was just trying to tase him in the balls. What's wrong with that?
And forcing most people to learn restraint.
Yeah, so what?
Wow.
Except Frank.
So tase him in the balls, Chief.
Even citizens' vehicles are beyond your remit to harm,
Well, for public safety.
which is fine for a simulator, but it can sometimes be inconsistent.
Whoa, Frank! Other people driving into me doesn't count, but it counts if my partner does?
And I can run over civilians all day long, but not you.
Especially around your co-op partner.
Frank, why?
Oh shit!
Oh.
Wow, that doesn't count as a critical injury. I accidentally backed into you with the car at 10 miles an hour, and that fucking ended our shift. I just shot you twice in the back by accident. No one cares. Progression is fairly slow, seemingly wanting you to learn each tool and crime as you're presented with them, but it may be just a bit too slow, especially the now infamous radar gun shift. Go ahead, punk. Make my day. Do 36. But you will progress past it, unless you're determined not to.
Right, you're just trying to find ways to be trigger
Like
happy.
the people
Okay,
of
so
this
what's
town
the-
have f***ed me for the last time.
fucking-
More crimes will open up to you and you will be enabled to do more about them. The things we wished for in the slow start. Crime never sleeps, Ashley, but it occasionally rests a little bit. Sometimes
Okay,
takes
yeah.
a nap.
Oh, look.
Gradually came to pass, culminating in the full unlock of the city real-time shift, which, because we're not on such a pressured time limit, you actually do have the time to kind of take in the city and go, this is actually quite nice. It's just a shame that it's hidden away so far into playing. The nicest feel of gameplay so far.
Yeah.
The NPCs in the game are usually okay, with varied dialogue and Oblivion-level schizophrenic personalities.
Madam, would you like to give us a guilty smile? Perfect. No, perfect. That's wonderful.
But are prone to getting stuck.
Wow, we caused such a traffic jam.
And lack situational awareness.
There isn't a single trash bin in the
How do
area.
I-
There's
Oh,
one
yeah.
just behind you, you lying bitch.
Leading to interactions feeling a bit basic at times. As so much of the game revolves around interacting with them, we hope that the developers will focus on improving NPC AI generally and increasing the amount of meaningful interactions you can have with them. For a start, we'd really like to be able to question people about some of the other items that they carry.
So the warning for littering was fine, but aiming a stun gun at a man who had human teeth in his pocket is not.
Confessions are completely worthless,
I gave this guy a ticket for failing to signal, but he admitted that he failed to signal.
and mismatches between what you see and what the game is telling you
The green light for pedestrians was on.
Well, the game told me that you were jaywalking.
can be confusing.
You're a terrible cop.
What?
We didn't lose any CP, so apparently you're full of shit, lady. There is one massive, hideous problem with NPC interactions, though.
Excuse me, officer. Could you help me out, please?
No. Good old Andre, he owns all the bakeries. Literally. The places they want to go aren't unique, so there's too many landmarks in each area that are called the same, so you think you know where somewhere is, but you don't because it's the closer one they want, and there's no way for you to know that. It honestly feels like the game is trolling you with this.
Hey, officer. Can you please help me out?
F off. Until your patience ends. Lady, if you don't shut the up, I am going to kill you. And you are forced to adopt a new approach. Lady, no one gets helped out in this town.
Yeah, we don't know where anything is.
See how gently we eased you into the negative stuff there?
Like a glove. Hello, lady.
You may have noticed something missing.
Guys, I'm shooting the bad guys, actually.
Yeah, that is so.
Action footage right here. We can put that on my Twitter.
Oh, whoa,
It'll be
oh, turn
amazing.
Yep, no combat. In fact, currently no situation as far as we can tell in which you use your gun. And the taser being a far more efficient means of getting people to surrender.
Good going, Ashley.
Right in the neck. Did you see that, Frank?
Yeah.
We do understand that the developers are going for a realistic take on normal police work, but the addition of violent suspects or call-out events to violent crimes, no matter how rare, would enhance the gameplay experience a great deal.
It might have become a dangerous situation, but you dealt with it successfully.
What, drunk lady with gun? No, I'm sure it was fine.
Especially in co-op, where your entire shift progress can rely on your partner's quick reflexes to save your life. After all, you are playing as an armed police officer in America.
Sure. Here you go, officer.
Like, in any other game, them saying, sure, here you go, officer, there should be a 50% chance they pull a gun. And before you get all excited about your secret detective fantasy, I want to have a foot chase with a suspect over this at night time while it's raining, wearing a trench coat. The rain needs to be wearing a trench coat. Crimes are generally quite straightforward. You're Frank the patrolman, not Sherlock Holmes with a gun. Sadly, Frank the patrolman and his awesome partner Ashley have a bit of a communication problem. Tough luck, buddy. Justice is a hard woman to love. And when one of you discovers evidence, there's a chance that the information will be relayed to the other player, but phrased as if they found it, potentially implicating the wrong suspect.
Oh, did you find any legal item?
Yeah.
It's not really helpful that it says on mine, I found an illegal item.
We were glad to hear that the next big update is going to focus on traffic, as currently speed checking, your first unlock in the game, is by far the most boring experience we had to deal with. Due in part to the very short car spawn distance.
God, speed up, speed up, speed up, damn, everybody sits.
Something which can lead to traffic stop events being a pretty dull experience.
Hey, Frank.
Hey, Ashley. It's a boring day for a cop.
Hopefully by the time you pick up this game, none of this will be relevant.
Ashley, this one tastes faintly of almonds. What might be of concern
Frank? Frank!
is the GPS. No, seriously, GPS. When I turn this corner, you're going to change your mind anyway, aren't you? Yep. Which I am certain wants us dead. On top of the fact that it refuses to direct you against the flow of traffic, it has tantrums more regularly than a spoiled 5-year-old. No, you wanted to do a 180 back there. Why? No reason.
Which leads us nicely into bugs, and with it being an early access game, you can bet that they were enough to rival a new Bethesda release. Off Skyrim again. Cars underground.
Oh,
Cars no longer being accessible.
I can't get in the car to drive it.
Car accidents making them freeze completely.
How's it going there, Ashley?
Okay, Frank.
I don't think they'll be pulling over for us now, Ashley.
Lingering sound effects.
Okay, the siren's still going.
Vanishing sound effects.
It's really weird when you're not in the car, actually. It just seems so quiet.
Vanishing people.
Eh?
What the hell's just happened?
Vanishing cars.
People. Maybe it's because I'm doing it on the road. Side of the road? The car. I just evaporated it. Ashley, I'm a god.
Vanishing evidence.
So I found an illegal item in her car somewhere, but I didn't even see what it was because it didn't come up. Which is really awkward in a game where you have to specifically arrest people for the right reason.
Vanishing evidence.
Can tow that empty wreck away. Didn't find anything in it. No siree.
Totally clean. She must have had a smoking bush left.
Yeah, she smokes it all.
Twitchy suspect escort.
Now I can escort my RSD. Excellent. I am having a weird... That's not what's happening on my screen, Ashley, but okay.
You just slammed her into the side of the car.
Failures to connect.
And I can't click anything on the map. I think I might have to come out.
And all manner of other weirdnesses.
My camera looks lopsided for some weird reason now.
Really?
Yeah, I'm at an angle.
But none were completely game-breaking.
Oh, he's gonna pirouette right there.
Surprisingly,
I can see an evil creature's claws sticking through the bottom of the car.
That's just your ex-wife.
Of course, if we really wanted to crap on the game, we could go into detail on how awkward it is to greet people back. This isn't worth it for 2 points. How the first car we unlock feels like sabotage to drive. If you try and slow down like while turning, you just go straight. How slow and repetitive some of the animations can get.
Yeah, I know that place. Let me mark the location.
On your map. I'm playing an NPC in Skyrim. How dodgy the lighting can be. Doesn't look like more. The lack of sunglasses, Ashley. It's hard on a cuff. How horrific the pop-in gets when you drive fast. Oh, it's hard cop's life to be a cop, Ashley. How unsuitable for YouTube some of the animations are. Stop rubbing people's nipples, dude. And the not particularly responsive controls. But we can forgive most of that in an early access title for which development seems to be going pretty well so far.
speaking of which, this game does have a roadmap up on Steam.
Which is more than can be said for Valheim.
One they have been sticking to. And much of it does include fixes for some of the issues we see in the game, such as the addition of stacking charges.
3 switchblades, stolen wallet, human teeth, and coins. You are very, very under arrest.
It is a little unambitious with no promise of combat being added, or even that the GPS will be publicly executed.
Let's kill him.
There could be lots still to do in order to make this game reach its full potential by the end of that roadmap.
Is it just me or is this car a bit oversized, Ashley? What do you think? I think the scale's a little off somehow.
Nah, I think it's alright, Frank.
So did we get on as US cops despite the cultural differences? I keep forgetting about fire hydrants being a thing. Yeah, in this country they just let places burn and gets rid of the plague. Did it make us ask the tough questions?
And damp raisins.
Isn't that just a rehydrated grape?
Yes, we had fun, but in a way, co-op makes a lot of the real fun in this game, which is great from a couple's perspective, but it may be a bad thing overall, as neither of us honestly picture playing this title solo because so much of that fun came from us messing around with Frank and Ashley's story.
Get in, Ashley. Let's ride.
You know you don't need to do the voice in the big car, Frank.
It's right here, Ashley. I knew the whole time. That's why I was doing the dumb impression.
God damn.
And neither of us actually have that much interest in taking the subject matter seriously.
But seeing as even tasing handcuffed suspects in the balls is considered police brutality these days.
Which probably shows a bit.
I know, buddy. Justice is a hard dick to ride. So is it bad because of this? We don't think so. After all, providing an interesting niche environment in which to have fun is kind of the point of a video game, isn't it? You know, you're not good enough to be number 1. You come down here with me. Shitty number 4. Oh, there's already someone in 4. Bollocks. Shitty number 3.
Stay here.